on because I told you to.
Because you told me to!
Face sticks! Get your face sticks here!
All right, Pinhead, your time is up.
Who you calling Pinhead?
Hello, my dear children, and welcome to Talking Cenobites. Sorry for the name change. Mr. Sparks is no longer in control for the time being. This is meant to celebrate the spectacular month of October. Yeah, Doc, I actually have more partial control of my body still. Yes, but I'm not the one who's the puppet now, am I? Oh, fuck you, you creepy old scarred freak. Anyway, since this is an open mic live stream, the door will be open to all who venture in, and we can discuss all manner of horror, monsters, and other ghoulish things in media. Just no modern politics. And with that being said, we already have our first guest already. And might I say, it's already a horror theme in of itself. Welcome, Christine the Killer Car.
Hey, what's going on?
As how are you? And have you also murdered certain people recently with your automotive exterior?
Of course. I wouldn't have it any other way.
Interesting. And how is the author who crafted you? Have you haunted his deepest, darkest nightmares recently?
No, I forgot to do that, but now that you remind me, I may have to.
Oh, all right then. So yes, this is the month of October. We are now here, and I'm finally free. Yeah, for the time being, Doctor. Oh, shut up, you.
Hey, Killzone, how you doing? I was just reading the chat, so.
Yes, the moderator. Yes, keep up the good work. Oh well. Oh, okay. I see. But everyone, remember, if you want to venture in, if you dare. Come on in. Chicken.
Somebody will eventually.
Yes, it is. Yes.
I'm doing good, Killzone. Like I was telling Dr. Vanderburgh over here, I ended up having to quit my job because it was too much on me. My sciatica couldn't handle it. So, But other than that, I'm doing good.
Well, that's always a good concern to actually murder your employers.
Hey, that's not a bad idea. Ex-employers, but hey, that's not a bad idea.
I hope they enjoy it. Just give me a moment. Sparks is not one for formalities here, but I am. So, with that being said, let me show you. Ta-da!
Hey, that's an improvement, Jet. Just kidding.
Unfortunately, I have to force myself to wear this mask by this psychotic son of a bitch. Fuck you. You fuck yourself, Sparks. The fuck you, Doc. Anyway. So what matter created all them? What is always the greatest thing about this glorious month that you find particularly appealing, Christine?
I'm sorry, at my age, it's just another month. I mean, it's just another month out of the year. I'm too old to go trick-or-treating. My daughter's too old to go trick-or-treating, so it's like...
So you don't watch any horror movies with your husband or child?
I might. I mean, I don't set out to do that, but if one comes on that catches my eye, I might.
I see. Well, it seems there's another person back in the chat. And I'd like to welcome everyone to the stage, Drew Dat Underground.
Hey, Drew, what's going on?
Hello, everybody. I was just writing my outline for what I'm going to do at 8 p.m. tonight, live on Twitch this time.
Oh,
interesting.
What are you going to do?
Well, we're going to be playing Elder Scrolls Online, but considering that I haven't been paying attention to gaming for the last month, I decided to look into some shit. I'm like, really? Xbox, only 2 games? For games with gold. And then I thought, I'm like, yeah, they announced that like 4 months ago that they were going to do that. But my hope was that they were just going to get rid of the 360 and the original Xbox games and just add like next gen games along with Xbox One games to it, so it'd still be 4 games. No, it's only fucking 2 for God knows whatever system.
Yeah, like I said, I don't play those kind of games, and I don't have an Xbox, so I don't know.
Yes, and
But I guess
only
it's not good to only have 2 games, though.
Well, on the other side of that coin, PlayStation Plus Essentials games are Hot Wheels Unleashed and Injustice 2 and Super Hot for PlayStation Plus owners.
Really?
Yeah.
See, I used to do PlayStation Plus, but I quit doing it because honestly, the only game I ever played on it was DCU, the DC Online, the DC Universe Online, and I quit doing that. And I don't think I've turned my PlayStation on in years. I don't think I've even turned it on. I don't even know if it still works. That's how long I've spent since I turned it on.
I tried playing Injustice 2 when it was in Game Pass on Twitch at the time, and I think I re-uploaded that to YouTube, but I can't remember. And I wound up going, it's a generic superhero fighting game. It's a Mortal Kombat knockoff.
Yes, and from
I was just going to say, are any of you in Florida? None of you guys are in Florida, right?
I'm in Minnesota. I'm as far away from Florida as I could be.
Yeah, and I'm in Texas.
Yes, and I am. The only thing that would affect me is lake effect snow in this dry place called Illinois, as Fox calls it. But
I'm in Texas, so yeah.
Yep, Dr. Ian. Well, first of all, it's Hurricane Ian we're talking about here.
Exactly.
Oh yes, I forgot I had a hurricane named after me. That is impressive.
Yeah, I was simply saying that the good doctor and I are both in the Midwest, so we're going to be getting snow here soon.
I'm in Texas.
Unfortunately, winter is very dreary.
But
unfortunately, to make it even better, Sparks' birthday is in the dead of winter. So, ha on you, Sparks. Doctor, fuck off.
I'm in Texas. All we get is hot, and more hot. So, you know.
Well, it's better than nothing, at least.
Well, I guess they like it hot in Texas. Haha.
Yeah. Pretty much. Well, no, there's always a saying in Texas, if you don't like the weather in Texas, wait 5 minutes, it'll change for you.
Yeah, well, it's going to be interesting in the spring when I move to Arizona into the middle of a fucking desert.
Oh, lucky you. I used to live in Vegas. So, yeah.
And the only reason I'm going there is because my sister's getting married and she's expecting her first child, and I got to be around.
Yeah. Well, that's nice, decent of you. My sister's in Tennessee with my mother, and I refuse to go there because I don't want to see my mother. So, you know.
Well, I want to see my family. I haven't seen them face to face, and I don't know how many fucking years at this point since they all ran to the desert Southwest to go roll in the sand.
Well, honestly, the only good person in my family was my dad, and I lost him in 2009. So after that, I just, you know.
I'm sorry, I lost mine in 2006. So.
Yeah. But I mean, I'm talking about my side of the family. I'm not talking about my husband's side of the family. I mean, I get along with everybody on his side. I'm just talking about my side. So.
Well, would you want to hear the story of my family? Unfortunately, well,
not really. No, I'm just kidding.
I don't think we need to hear about the other hurricanes, Ian.
Yeah.
No, I didn't. No, I'm talking about the story. I'm talking about the story of how when the plague swept through one of the villages of Europe. Unfortunately, yes, this is something you actually know. If you know your history, we had to put perfume in these masks of ours to avoid the stench of death. And oh, believe me, if you saw the plight the plague ravaged across Europe, it was ghoulish and horrifying to say the least.
Okay, you know, if you listen to history, you'll realize that basically the Europeans kind of brought that plague on themselves. Not saying it was a good thing. What I'm saying is because they decided that owning cats, if you owned a cat, you were a witch. So they banned all cats. And therefore, that was the Pope that banned the cats. Sorry. So all the cats were banned. So therefore, the mice population exploded. And the mice is what carried the plague.
Yes,
Well,
yes, indeed, they did. Which is why you don't ever trust men of the cloth and those who worship the cross. In my time, you never do that. It was foolish that many people believed that it was a plague upon brought from God.
Nope.
Fools! There is only
Fun-
one true God, and He
fun
is
fact
everything
about
and nothing, and He will
fun fact.
destroy the universe.
Yeah.
Hail Cthulhu!
Fun fact about cats: in ancient Egypt, or in Egypt in general, they were the guardians of the underworld.
Yep, they were worshipped.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, it seems
Bats
different
were
civilizations have
bat,
mythologies about how cats are. Some
bats.
they are condemned as demons. Others are to keep the evils of the world out of the mortal realm.
Yeah, Bass was
I say the
queen of
plotting a
cats.
takeover.
Forgive me, but I have to say it now. That's in my head. The ancient Egyptians worship pussy.
Ha! Ha! That's good. That's
I
very good.
don't get the joke.
Very good. Guys,
Doctor,
I'll be
you honestly don't want to know what that actually means in
I'll be right back. Okay, give me just a minute.
in 21st century lingo, Doc. You don't want to know. Oh, really? What does it mean? Again, you don't want to know. Oh, I'll just look this up really quickly. Let's see here. What does
See a
this
kill
mean?
zone.
Oh God, that's what it means. Oh dear. Oh dear. I didn't know it meant the bits between the ladies. Oh dear, I didn't know what that meant. Okay, I'm not officially sick. Don't you throw up, don't you make my body throw up, you jackass. Fine, I won't. Uh-oh. That's not good. Oops, that was my
I was about to say before you sent me back underground. Welcome to the underground, Dr. Verberg, or Vanberg, or whatever fuck your name is.
It's Vanderburgh.
Vanderburgh, okay. MD.
Yeah. So I'm not officially licensed, but the title's interesting by modern standards. So you got to make it seem like you are, quote, a doctor.
I learned from another doctor that y'all get irritated, or at least this particular doctor gets irritated when you don't call her DMD, and that's Dr. Britt Baker, DMD. Don't forget that she's a dentist, apparently.
Oh, wouldn't that term be DDS by any chance?
Well, go tell her that her gimmick is wrong in AEW then.
Oh yeah. So what is the term that you modern people call a person who is not really a doctor? A quack, you would say?
Dr. Phil.
Oh. Now that man is definitely a quack. I mean, he made a young girl who seems like she basically disobeys her parents, which you should never do, children, ever. Never disobey your mother and father. But she says, what is the term she even used? It made absolutely no sense to me when I heard it. Well, hearing it when I was locked up inside Sparks' mind for a while. She said, cash me outside, Doc. Cash me outside? What does that even mean? Did she meant to say, catch me outside? Was she willing to fight somebody or something? Yes.
Good for the goose isn't good for the dog. Well, no shit, they're different species.
What?
What's good for the goose isn't good for the dog. Well, no shit, Sherlock. I'm talking about Dr. Phil here.
Oh, yes. It must seem that man must be rolling around his grave for making that girl famous, hasn't he?
Well, I first became aware of it from a stand-up comedian that I love, that I loved or whatever. He hasn't done a stand-up like in fucking years, and that's Lewis Black.
Oh yeah, and speaking of which, I think but also speaking of which, didn't he actually like? Didn't they saying that she actually started her own like little education program? Wait, she started that?
Who?
The girl doesn't look like she hasn't even touched a book in her life. With how verbally illiterate she is.
Who?
That girl who said "cash me outside." Isn't she starting a sort of like educational foundation or something for underprivileged children or something?
I don't know. I don't know who that is because I have a life.
Oh, I see. It's understandable. But I know one thing though. I've desperately been trying to do whatever I can to get myself a brand new body, but unfortunately, this sad sack will have to do for now. Unfortunately, that's the only way I was able to get inside of him is that he stupidly touched my cane. But at that point of time, I knew my body was dying, so the day when someone found my cane, I could be reborn. But I had to be reborn in such a miserable 21st century fool like Mr. Sparks. Doctor, I really fucking hate you right now. I do. Sparks, I hate you as well. But unfortunately, we have to share the same body and mind. But oftentimes, I often think I'm the better one of you. No, you are not, Doctor. No, you're not.
Speaking of sharing the planet with brain-dead twats, if you will, Bethesda's re-releasing Skyrim again.
Yes, but buy Skyrim one more damn time.
Well, first of all, it's this is Anniversary Edition that's coming to the Switch here. But it's
my daughter probably just going to get it or has it.
Well, there's major controversy with this release of it because they're charging $70 for a fucking Nintendo Switch game. Sorry for anyone that has headphones on.
No big deal.
No matter. If anyone's hearing is destroyed in movie Spox, Doctor, fuck off. You are just the worst.
Then
because I'm funnier than you.
If it's that much money, I doubt very seriously my daughter will get it then. If it's that much money, because she's not going to spend that much money on a game.
Because if you look at the original release of Skyrim for the Switch, it's like $40, $50 still.
Yeah.
Because Switch games hold their fucking price for whatever reason. Why in the fuck would you spend $70 on a game that you could buy still for the same system that's almost half the price?
Yeah. I don't know. I don't have a Switch. My daughter does. I don't have one. So I can't.
So they're charging money for older video games.
Well, in the case of Anniversary Edition, like when it first launched, you get a bunch of Creation Club stuff that you can download for free at that point along with it, or access to all of that stuff from Creation Club that they have for it. So you are getting stuff for your money, but it's not enough to warrant buying a 11, 12-year-old game at this point for $70 fucking dollars in 2022.
Yeah. Like I said, that much money, I doubt very seriously my daughter will get it. I doubt it highly.
And secondly, I already own digitally the original release of it for the Switch. I have Anniversary Edition for the Xbox and on Steam. I have the original port for the 360 still. And I had the Xbox One version. So fuck off, Bethesda. You're not getting anything else from this stone because there's nothing left to bleed at this point.
So did they give a reason on why they were doing it, or did they just do it?
I don't know. All I know is the report that I got from Mr. Matty Plays on YouTube that they were... Well, first of all, they aren't releasing it. It already released 2 days ago. And they told no one it was coming out. So it was a stealth release on top of it.
Ah.
They didn't announce it was coming. They didn't say anything about Anniversary Edition going to Switch. They just went, here, shove it out the door.
Yes, that seems to be a modern trend where you just throw things out and say, yes, but consume, you helpless sheep. Consume.
Yeah.
You love it, consume it.
I mean, I kind of don't blame everybody. I wouldn't pay that much for a video game on a system anyway. I mean, that's just crazy to me.
Yes, and the new systems are already like the new systems, like they're already charging $70 for that much money for those kind of games anyway. Yeah. Which again, I mean, look, I'm sorry, but like the new consoles are kind of like, it's kind of getting a little too wonky. Hell, we already know with everything that happened the last 2 years, it's just like it's impossible to get your hands on certain electronics.
On the upside on Xbox, if you can't afford $70 games, there is a workaround. It's called Game Pass.
True. True.
But don't they charge for that? I mean, how much?
Yes, they do. They charge about $15 a month for Ultimate, like $9 for the regular console version and the PC version separately. But also that version also does not include Xbox Live like it does with Game Pass Ultimate, which is like $15 a month.
I think that may be what my daughter has. She may have that one. I don't know. I'm not sure, but
Well, then she's as smart as I am, so.
yeah.
Yes, it actually seems that we all want to have our media ready and convenient for us as well, don't we? That's a very interesting thing.
Well,
So much more things that I find interesting about this modern world.
Well,
Things are so convenient now.
When you can't afford $70 games a pop in this economy at this point,
Yeah,
and that's as political as I'm going to get at the moment on Judge's channel here, because I don't.
Oh, and look who's arrived! My fellow confidant, the Fell. Hello.
Hey, Phil.
Hello. Good evening, everybody. How are you tonight?
Wait, experiment?
doing good. How are you doing?
No, you're the one that's going to find you're supposed to see me as a confidant. I see you as a confidant.
Well, I thought because the good doctor has made an appearance for October, I thought I'd get into the spirit a little bit.
It's been a while, Phil. It's been a
Yes,
while,
it has.
Phil. How are you doing?
Not too bad.
Indeed, good to see you here.
I was just telling everybody earlier I had gotten a job, but I ended up quitting it because my body couldn't do it anymore. I was going home at night in so much friggin' pain that even the pain medication I have wasn't helping it. And I was like, you know what? I don't need this. So I ended up quitting it. I mean, I felt bad, but I got to listen to my body, you know?
Yeah. Yeah, I definitely know how that goes. So, how's everybody been doing? It's been a while.
Yeah.
It has been great. Very great.
I haven't been doing
It's been
much.
amazing,
I've
Phil.
been
It's
taking
been
it
great.
easy for the past couple months, other than the only streams I've been doing lately had been watching Sunday Night Football live on my second channel on YouTube.
I
don't even want to talk about football. My poor Titans got decimated last week.
Well,
Oh my God, they got decimated.
Well,
What was the score?
Like 47-17.
Wow.
Yeah, they got
And since I'm from Nashville, Titans are just like, wow. You guys really have gone downhill now.
I'm not gonna talk. I live in Michigan, so I had the Lions I had to contend with. So,
well, that's just it. I live in Texas, but I can't stand the Cowboys. So
or the Texans.
Yeah,
I was gonna say the Texans and the Cowboys. So.
Yeah, and I refuse to root for either one of those teams. And like I said, I'm a Tennessean at heart, so I got to go with my Titans. I mean, even though they're crappy this year, I'm still gonna root for them and still be a Titans fan. But I'm like, I can't believe they got beat that freaking bad. That was just sad. That was so sad.
I'm gonna look at the cup half full for you, Christine. At least your quarterback didn't look like he died on the field like with the Dolphins.
Oh, I heard about that.
Oh,
I heard about that. That was bad.
Yeah, I was watching. Well, I started watching the game. I tuned out like right after that because it was starting to turn into like the same shit like I saw with the Bears and the Packers at the time, just like low scoring, nobody doing anything. So I'm like, yeah, I'm sick of this. I got to be up at work.
So did you see what happened or no?
Yes, I did. Although
what happened?
First of all, I also had, while I was playing games and trying to go to bed, I was also watching Tom Grassi, who was a huge Packer fan, who was reacting to the game, and I knew something bad happened by his reaction. So that's when I went, well, I'm going to go on my computer and see what the fuck happened here. And as it turned out, he got body slammed essentially on his back, but his head hit the turf. And the last reporting that I heard was that he suffered a neck and spinal injury.
Yeah, did he get hit real hard or something, or did he just fall down? I mean, what actually happened?
What actually happened was he got tackled, lifted up in the air, but not really lifted up in the air all that much. He just essentially someone ran into him. They both went down. And
he just got the short end of the straw. Then that's what it sounds like.
Yeah, But the thing was that in the previous game, he got hit hard. He got up stumbling around, and they took him out for like a quarter, and then they sent him back out to play after halftime.
Welcome back, Phil.
Which was arguably a mistake, and now this happened, and he actually got put on a stretcher and taken off the field.
Yeah, that's what I heard.
He did not walk away, and that's what I meant by at least your quarterback is alive.
That's true. That is true. But yeah, like I said, I didn't see it, but I heard about it, and I heard he was hurt really bad.
At first, from Tom Grassi's reaction, he's like, "Oh, that's disgusting." I'm like, "Now I'm scared to watch this." Then I watch him, like, that wasn't actually that bad looking of a fall for him. It's just compounded with what happened last week.
That's what I was going to say. It was probably just compounded from what happened last week, and then he got hit again, and it just compounded. It was like dominoes falling over.
And now I also hear reports of NFL players and the NFLPA, which is the Players Association, is angry at the NFL for allowing him to even play in the first place at this point.
And I don't blame him. I don't. If he had gotten hit that bad the week before and he got taken out of the game, they never should have let him play. They should have forbid him to play.
Yeah, because last week he got hit. He hit his head on the ground or whatever. He got up, started stumbling around. Then they took him out, took him to the back to get evaluated for concussion. And I guess apparently deemed that he didn't have a concussion. Then he was acting fine the rest of that game. And they sent him back out after halftime and nothing happened then.
See, like I said, I wouldn't let him play. It kind of does come down to the NFL at that point. Then it really does.
And on the upside, here in Minnesota, we have Kirk Cousins, who gets picked off like 6 times a game. So
yeah, but at least you guys can win your ball games.
Yeah, that's true. When our kicker makes a fucking field goal.
This means zilch to me.
I remember.
Of course, it doesn't mean zilch to you, Doc. You don't even know what the heck they're even saying.
I
don't. That's the point.
I remember.
I'm confused. I hear Dr. Ian whatever, but I see Jet.
Again, I'm possessing his body.
I see Wesley Snipes. That's who I see. But there's that.
Who? Who's talking about? He's an actor, Doctor.
Wesley Snipes or Denzel Washington.
I'm taking Denzel.
Yeah, Denzel. That's what I meant. That's what I meant.
I'm taking Denzel. But no, I remember one time. I don't even remember how old my daughter was, but it was the Titans were playing the Colts, and I hate the Colts because they had Peyton Manning, and I can't stand Peyton Manning. Okay, I think he's an overrated quarterback who everybody kissed his ass just because he had Peyton behind, or he had a Manning behind his name. Okay. Anyway, I was doing a birthday party with her at a pizza place. It was her and all of her friends. And at the place, they happened to have the game on. And I was kind of just halfway paying attention to it. And all of a sudden, I saw that it was the Titans kicker, and he was going for like a 65-yard field goal. And I'm thinking in the back of my head, there's no way he can make this. And our kicker actually made the field goal. And I started jumping up and down in the middle of her birthday party, screaming and yelling. All the parents are looking at me like, has this bitch lost her fucking mind? And my poor daughter, I know she was scarred for life after that. I know she was.
That's the worst thing that can happen. A child being embarrassed by their parents.
Well, if a child's not embarrassed by their parents, the parents aren't doing it right. So,
I don't remember her being embarrassed by my parents. I remember embarrassing them when I was young.
Oh, that's my daughter. My daughter's 22, and to this day, I still embarrass her. So, it's like I said, I wouldn't be doing my job if I didn't.
But in the case of Sparks, he's an embarrassment to his entire family. I'm gonna give you the benefit of that and pretend you didn't say that, Doctor. Okay, very well.
Drew, when I was coming into the stream, I heard you talk about Dr. Britt Baker, DMD, before I missed it. You were talking about AEW a couple minutes ago.
Yes, I watch it when I have the energy, because usually I work Thursday morning, so I usually am trying to go to sleep as it's coming on most of the time. But
I was gonna ask you what do you think about all the hoopla that's been going on with since the media scrotum?
With CM Punk.
Yeah, it was CM Punk and the Young Bucks and all that.
I heard about all of that. My opinion is this: CM Punk's time at the top was before he got sick and left WWE, in my opinion. Now, was it not special to see him back in Chicago in AEW? You're goddamn right it was special. But time is not kind to anyone, and it certainly wasn't to him.
Guys, I'm going to have to bow out here because I have to go to the grocery store and get stuff to make dinner with. So I'm going to have to bow out here. But thanks for having me on the show. It's been a while, and I just wanted to pop in and say hey because it's been a while since I've been, on here because I've been working. So, but I hope everybody has a good weekend, and I will talk to you guys later.
All right, very well, Christine.
See you, Christine.
Continue to murdering all those venomous scum that insult you.
Okay, I will. All right, guys. Bye.
All right, see you, Christine.
See ya.
Hi, Christine. So anyway, back to what you were asking me, Fel, because I don't think I actually answered your question, did I?
No, you were starting to.
Yeah. Where did I leave off? Oh, yeah. CM Punk should not have come back to wrestling, in my opinion. And him going off like that about the vice presidents, since I guess Kenny Omega isn't, and Cody isn't.
Stop. Okay, we don't need. We can't. Okay, I am told I do not want to do politics because I'm pretty sure those psychotic people who run this platform are probably watching us.
I wasn't getting into politics.
Dr. Vanderburgh, politics in wrestling is totally different than politics in politics.
Yeah, totally fucking different. Because when you have someone going like rogue backstage, just ripping apart people that work for the company, and the owner of the company doesn't know that you're doing that, that's a problem. And that's essentially what CM Punk did.
Right.
So he badmouthed the man named Vince McMahon, did he?
No, he badmouthed the vice presidents of AEW, that being Nick and Matt Jackson, threw a number of other people under the bus, and in doing so, essentially pissed off the entire fucking locker room at All Elite Wrestling in the process.
Yes.
Ooh.
In other words, he burned the bridge that he was standing on at the time.
Well, in my time, that would be burning him at the stake. Which I actually do.
That's pretty much what happened, Jeff.
Which I actually do enjoy, though.
That's pretty much what he did. He decided to burn the bridge at AEW and forgot, oh shit, I'm still standing on it. And
standing on it as the champion, by the way.
Yeah, he was the world champion at the time. And since then, Punk is not appeared anywhere, to my knowledge. Although
no, he's injured.
Well,
that was the crazy thing about it. That he became the champion, and then did all that stuff, said all that stuff. He was injured, so he had to relinquish the belt.
Well, he was previously supposedly injured even before that, but they kept the belt officially on him and had the interim champion as Jon Moxley, whom is now the permanent champion again.
Yeah.
After beating Punk in the first place to become the permanent champion and then having to face him and then drop the title, and then all this happened.
Yeah.
And honestly, in my opinion, I think the wrong person is champion now. It should be Bryan Danielson.
Yeah, I agree with that. And then it should be Danielson versus MJF at the next pay-per-view.
And that's nothing against Jon Moxley. I love him just as much as Bryan Danielson.
Right.
I'm still even having a hard time not calling him
Daniel Bryan, yeah.
Because I've known him like that the entire time that I've known about him, which was when he started in WWE at the time in the weird reality show knockoff version of NXT at the time.
Right.
But I hope I answered your question on
No,
where
you did. I was just curious because you were starting to talk. You talked about AEW when I came in, and I was just like, oh, I was wondering what he was thinking, what he thought about the whole BS that happened.
It honestly breaks my heart as a wrestling fan because when CM Punk left, and during his time gone, I absolutely loved him. And then he came back. I'm like, yeah, this is the Mark Hamill situation for me all over again, but with a professional wrestler instead.
Well, I said something on a Facebook thing, and I equated it CM Punk to Hulk Hogan in WCW.
Well, to interrupt you, the fell. We actually have another guest. We actually have another guest backstage. Backstage. I know what I said.
Watch out for the stairs. Just don't fall up.
Yeah, don't fall down.
That's on you, Doctor. Anyway, I want to welcome this Nintendo-loving old sign. This wonderful, powerful, dangerous being known as Bears64.
It's Bears falling up the stairs.
Wait, what? What did you say?
I just said, oh, good, it's Bears falling up the stairs. And that rhymes.
And I fall on my derriere.
Up the stairs. I like it.
Yeah,
what's up, Bears?
Yeah, Doctor.
Not much. Long time no see, Fel.
Yeah, it's been a while.
Yeah, how are you, Bears?
Fine. Just got home. Picked up some
Chick-fil-A.
How
does it feel that you basically dodged the bullet with the hurricane? That is
no kidding.
Oh, my mom was relieved. Like it was like we mostly got wind really, and then it rained mostly on Tuesday, the day before it hit.
Yeah, I think you guys probably just got hit by the outer rain bands, most likely.
Yeah, but
still, I mean, that's gotta be like scary as hell down there. But at that point in time,
like, here's the thing: I tend to notice it definitely avoids us, or it gets really weaker. Like throughout my entire life, with our hurricane experience, my mom was worried, like, "Oh, should we evacuate?" I'm like, "Nah, we'll be fine."
Yeah, and plus you're a lot further inland, so you're probably good. I mean, I can't say that much for Tampa though. I think they're arresting people. I think they might be arresting people who might be looting.
I know this is going to sound bad, but I was just picturing any reason for our governor here in Minnesota to say we have to evacuate. Why? There's a blizzard coming. That happens every fucking year.
Exactly.
Oh,
it snows like every other time in like in the Midwest. Dang, it snows. I've seen more snow here, but at least they actually get the roads clear. When I lived in Nashville, if it snowed, the whole city just grinded to a hole. Everything was all screwed up.
I was gonna say Vanderburgh, Drew and I, we live in the Midwest and the Great Lakes. We know snow up here.
Yes.
Technically now.
Although next spring that's going to be changing. I'll be out in the desert Southwest. I'll be dealing with the opposite. I'll be going. I'm not going outside. Why? It's 125.
But it's a dry heat, right? That's what they're going to tell you. It's a dry heat. That's what they're going to tell you.
Heat is still heat, isn't it?
Exactly.
Then I will try to save money, buy a cannon, and shoot them to southeast Minnesota in the middle of the winter. It's a wet cold.
Yeah, because I'm telling you, you do not want to be in Tennessee in the South. I mean, anywhere in the South. Look. Humid. If you got allergies, you are basically done for. If you got allergies, they are gonna kick your ass.
I was just thinking, if you live at the North Pole, what are you gonna tell people? It's a dry cold.
It's just no. You just tell them it's just cold and dark half the year. It's cold and dark.
Yeah, and then the rest of the year, it's never dark.
Yeah. But on the bright side with Anchorage, Alaska, at least it's the most busiest airport because of cargo traffic. That's the only type of like traffic that Anchorage, Alaska gets. It's only because of cargo planes. Crazy? What?
Is that there was actually sharks swimming in the streets?
Oh yes, I even
believe
saw.
it.
I even saw a man
Guys.
saw a crocodile.
Guys,
Oh no, like
street sharks
alligators. No,
are
crocodiles are in the
real.
Amazon.
Street sharks are real, and we
Shark-
need to watch
shark-
out. They're going to start turf war with the gators.
Sharknado.
I was gonna say Sharknado hit in Florida.
Yeah,
Uh,
but
there's actually a funny video of a dude hitting a bong in the middle of a storm.
Oh, I want to check that out. Let's see that.
Right,
Like,
Ryan was out there.
Could you send a link in the private chat?
I don't have it like on hand actually.
Oh,
can I go back to one
okay.
thing that Fel said quickly earlier about the Hulk Hogan thing? For me,
Yeah.
the Hulk Hogan of wrestling nowadays, well, he isn't wrestling either anymore, is John Cena, actually, in my opinion.
Yeah. No, I was just saying that the comparison of CM Punk to Hulk Hogan in WCW at the time, it just seemed like the right thing to say it in that situation, just because.
In terms of departing on controversy, yeah, I see the comparison and I agree with that. But in terms of like famous wrestler that people that don't even know what wrestling is know the name of the person, yeah, that's John Cena.
Yeah.
You know what?
Yeah.
That's also The Rock.
It also goes towards like they eventually go into acting.
Yeah.
Except for that one career was successful and the other wasn't.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's
the
true.
only movies that CM Punk made were like low budget horror films mostly.
Well, it's just, I was just thinking it's so interesting how like Punk was going off on like everybody in the back at the media scrum with his boss sitting right there beside him. It's like,
just letting it
dude,
happen, yeah.
you know,
It's one thing to do it in the ring in front of fans. It's a whole nother thing to do it backstage at like with the press talking to the person behind the character. That's a whole nother thing entirely.
Yeah. And it's like, and then you said, and I was sitting there watching, I'm like, is this a work? Are we being worked? Or is this like,
that's what I initially thought when the thing started breaking too, and then eventually he got stripped of the title, and everyone involved with the dust up with Punk, Jackson, Omega, and whoever, they got suspended too.
Yeah, that's when I was like, okay, everybody's getting suspended right and left. It's like, okay, this is real. This isn't a work.
And now there's even more rumors than there ever had been before about Omega jumping ship to WWE now. More than even in the past. And I wouldn't blame him at this point.
No.
Especially with Vince's quote unquote gone.
God, yeah.
Sure. But Stephanie is coach, chairwoman, or chairperson, whatever.
Yeah.
And Triple H is running creative for all of the shows. So this is the best time for Omega to go and to work with Hunter and see what happens.
Yeah. And I guess, and you think of where AEW is right now, they were flying high and now they're just like not flying high right now. It's just like,
yeah. And now with Vince gone, WWE has a chance to do something to make some noise again for the first time in 20 years? 25 years maybe.
Yeah.
Well, with that being said, let's take a look at some other sort of unfortunate meteorological failures that the modern world deals with.
Meteorological failures. That's what the CM Punk situation feels like at this point.
No kidding.
It's a giant hurricane. Hurricane Phil.
Yeah.
Beach, and there's no sign to stop.
Someone just got fish slapped.
Yes. Oh yes, that is a good one. That is a good one.
I never thought.
Not even the fish could take the news.
I never thought that I would use a joke from Dog Eat Dog on a live stream.
That game show from like the early 2000s. I remember seeing that. You'd see a lot of very tantalizing bits in that show.
Yeah, especially
Fox,
when certain
you
people
know,
were
you do know.
made to
In my
play-
time, if women exposed themselves, you only did the
I-
deed back then.
Uh,
Now
yeah,
women just flaunt it off no matter what.
A certain game involving throwing footballs through a ring, and no one ever made it.
I never thought a fish stick would get laughs. So
you can't even boogie board at all.
in the streets.
Oh my goodness, it's gonna fall in the drain. Pennywise is gonna be there. Yes, I've seen this.
Well,
Pennywise.
Well, at least
It's like that song from Initial D. Let's see.
I got a joke about the garbage can. At least that guy's wife isn't mad that the garbage didn't get taken out now.
Deja vu. That is in the speech before.
Did you take out the garbage here? Yes.
Actually, the garbage.
That's something I'm pretty sure anybody who lives in any place that snows a lot has to deal with every winter.
yeah.
Well, I live in an apartment building, so my landlord would have to deal with it.
Yeah. The power of wind. You can't. Oh my goodness! Wow, that's one way to fly a kite. I was actually expecting you to get struck.
Was lightning gonna strike?
That's what I was hoping for. All you have to do is put a key on.
What happened?
Well, no, the last thing has happened. Yeah, he paused the video. I'm like predicting what's gonna happen.
Honestly, it's right over me head a second.
Oh, hello, there's the lightning.
Fuck me backwards.
How far on a delay are we?
Oh
if
my
bears
God.
can see what's happening before it happens.
Oh dear, watch the ice, watch the ice, watch the ice. Hey, cool.
That's like a
cool.
Mr.
Ice
Bean skit right there.
That actually happened to me a few times when I was in my early 20s or teenager.
Oh, please.
Yeah, baby, rock
it's
that
wind.
sign.
Doesn't look like that strong.
Well, no,
Despite
she
what
really
the sign
is
says,
rocking.
don't stop.
Oh dear, oh no.
Fuck,
It's
but I
going.
love it.
Oh, I thought I was gonna fall over. Up. There it goes, there it goes.
Oh, shit, sweet man.
Oh, there goes the scaffolding.
Do you think there's going to be a delay on the construction, though?
I would say yes.
Turns out I was muted the whole time.
Yeah,
But yes,
yeah, I'm
it will
done
be.
with this. I'm done.
Honey, I showed the sidewalk. I'm done.
No, I think they're Russian,
Yeah.
comrade.
I would just look up at the sky and say, "Not funny, God."
Now that is a perfect setup for a prank. I approve. Hey, Spock, why don't you do any prank videos? Because I'm not cringe like that? Oh, come on, Spox. Do some prank videos. You'll guarantee to get millions of views. Doctor, I'm not gonna stoop that low. I'm not like
Send it to
that.
America's Funniest Home Videos. You can get $25,000.
Is that show still going?
Yeah.
Huh.
Oh, shit.
I will say this. I might be an asshole on the internet, but I'm not this kind of
Asshole.
What are you talking about the show of the sidewalk? We got
Sounds like the missus is displeased.
She doesn't know I'm on YouTube right now.
Oh, doggo! Oh, doggo! My one weakness.
Oh, he's a good boy.
Hopefully nothing happens to him.
Oh yes, and I wonder what will happen. Wonder what will happen to the Queen's corgis. I heard she passed away.
Yes.
Last I heard, they were getting put up for adoption to people who like corgis, I guess.
Dude, imagine how much they're worth.
Yeah, just imagine getting that text message going, "Hey, guess what? You've been approved to adopt a dog." Oh, great! Come down and pick it up, and it's one of the Queen's fucking dogs.
Yeah. I mean, think about it. Like Prince Sausage Finger Charles, or I guess King Sausage Finger Charles now. He's like just too like, how you put it, lazy
Too
to
absent-minded,
take care
like
for you.
Mr. Joe Brandon, I'm afraid.
Let's go, Brandon.
Yes, let's go, Brandon.
I guess are they going like if Charles is like doing such a terrible job, are the Brits going to come out? Let's go, Charlie.
I can tell you this, that if I ever even thought I had a chance at, well, being able to afford to have a pet, and if it could be one of the Queen's dogs, I know that if it were female, I would name one of them after Queen Elizabeth.
Actually, I think they're all female.
Well, all of them should be named Queen Elizabeth, the first, the second, the third,
and hence.
Didn't those Spice Girls make her like an unofficial Spice Girl? She was known as Queen Spice.
Oh,
I was not aware of any of it, but that's good to know if
Spice
that really
Girl.
happened.
Yes, I seem to have a bit of a perception of the human world, unfortunately.
So instead of Spice World, it was Queen World.
Yeah, Queen.
Go get it.
Oh, he doesn't know where the snowball is. It's all a big ball to him.
And right down here is the penis of snow my wife found.
Okay, no crude jokes. Yeah, no crude jokes.
Well, at least his wife found it.
And she was very impressed.
Yeah. I think it sounds like something it's like honey. I think that snow dick is bigger than yours.
He after the next day he went to go get the surgery.
And by surgery, you mean the shovel to go take it down?
No, he was so impressed. He went to go get the surgery the next day.
Aren't there some magic blue pills that make your package bigger?
Oh,
No, it just erects it.
Not if it's made of snow.
Interesting.
Well,
Oh no!
I've heard of Stone Cold.
Oh my God.
And that's the bottom line, because Stone Cold said so.
Was that a police car hitting those people? And what the
think
fuck
so.
is wrong with
It's
this
just
kid?
it's always weird how you have these people who have dash cams in their car randomly have them,
That
and they
and
always
also
capture
it's
something
possibly a
crazy.
truck. It's possibly a truck as well, and they do tend to have those bars all the time.
I will ask this question to the panel right now. What would you rather be hit in an accident by? A police car, a fire truck, or an ambulance? Or
And it's their fault.
yes.
I would say ambulance.
ambulance. Yeah.
Supplies.
But I was going to add a funny one at the end, or a hearse.
Oh, definitely! I would love to be killed by a hearse.
A hearse.
This is my
If the
body.
ambulance-
Jack. You really want to
if
do this?
I-
You want me to die, don't you, jackass? You aren't taking over my body ever. Not yet.
if I'm hit by the ambulance and the hearse is following it,
Oh, there you go. There you have that. I would definitely love, because at least it's a lot easier to carry my body away to the funeral home, or more or less Jet's funeral.
That kind of reminds me. At work recently, I almost got ran over by another team member who was pulling a pallet of cat litter.
Oh gosh.
Oh, jeez.
Yeah. So then, and I laughed about him. Like, I was gonna not go because I don't want to have to tell God how I got there.
Oh, he'll know.
I would bet you God would play that song "Dumb Ways to Die" for every person who died a very dumb death.
But
dumb ways to die.
But the real disappointing thing for me would be to tell my father, who is home with Jesus at this point, "How'd you get here, son? Cat litter." Oh,
did you eat the cat litter, son?
Well, that catnip you.
Well, first of all, my dad would be asking, because I know my dad's sense of humor. You died changing a cat litter box? No, I got ran over by a pallet of cat litter.
Oh, goodness gracious.
Oh gosh.
That was my sense of humor with my father when he was still with us.
Now the worst thing would be having that cat litter open after you've been ran over.
There's nothing deodorizing
deodorizing
about these crystals.
But although I'm fairly certain that I wouldn't have died, I just would have gotten like a leg injured or something.
Well,
or a cat
I am
shit.
pretty sure that girl is cold. Is code.
Well, first of all, to quote Bill Engvall, here's your sign, kid.
Oh. Yeah, someone else knows who Bill Engvall is.
The cat's trying to get out.
The kitty's digging through the snow. How cute!
So that house is in that's in Minnesota or northern Michigan.
I was gonna guess Canada.
That could be.
Yeah, Canada. That's probably it.
But I was gonna say, I wish Phil was here to see that cat one.
Normally, children will be delighted to see snow, but this child strangely isn't.
She hates white weather.
Clearly
you're sounding a bit suspicious there, Mr. Orsine. You don't want to go there because you don't want to upset the certain person. I'm actually, Doc. I don't really care. This is all a joke. Oh, right. I forgot. I've always figured people who like you were always more sensitive to that kind of thing. Doctor, shut the fuck up, please.
You know what? Doc's theme song should be "Wake Me Up When October Starts."
That is the greatest theme song ever. I'll get started on that right away.
I don't like it either.
Oh, okay. You don't like it.
I know. It's terrible.
She don't like it.
Go away.
Snow, go away.
Clearly, someone from the southern states doesn't like snow.
Oh, I've experienced snow once in Louisiana, like 10 years ago.
I was freaking over. Are you kidding me? I was freaking over the moon when it snowed. Because plus the school closed down. Yay, free.
Yeah.
Yay, free day off school. Yay, no school.
There's a lot of good things that happen when it snows enough. Schools close down. If it snows heavy enough, like I work in retail, if the truck can't show up, I'm going to get a phone call from the store going, hey, the truck is snowed in at the distribution center. How do you feel about taking tomorrow off? That's fine. I'll stay home and I'll stream on Twitch. I don't give a shit.
Yep.
Awesome. Oh, dear. Sip.
Imagine someone having like the perfect balance and just using the ice as a treadmill.
I remember when I was a kid, when we were living in Chicago, we had a backyard that was slanted, and in the winter, once you got in the center of the backyard, you weren't getting out unless someone had rope.
Oh shit!
Because the snow would turn to ice, and you would just slide to the center of the
This is
yard and
interesting.
stay there.
Oh my gosh!
She's like, I'm cool with this.
That's one way to get around.
This is the epitome of it. This is fine, dog.
That's the original water slide right there, folks.
It's on a hill. I gotta feel. I wonder where this is.
Oh, road.
Oh, it's a whole NASCAR of trash cans.
Yes.
Deja vu.
Send in the army of cans.
So the city found another way to pick up the garbage. Nice.
I was gonna say that's the new budget for Doctor Who in 2023. That's the original Daleks.
Oh
Careful,
my
dude.
gosh! Imagine the insurance.
State Farm called. They want their insurance premiums back.
And
that's covered. Hopefully, it's covered.
And this guy with the truck thinks he's Superman.
Oh yeah. Speaking of which, back to regular me for a sec. I actually passed by on the way back from the gym a few days ago. There was actually somebody backing up a truck that was backing up out of their driveway, and somebody was passing right by and actually like sideswiped the back, like the passenger side of his car, or like the driver's side back seat.
Oh.
And he actually pulled into the gas station not far from my apartment, and yeah, he was assessing the damage. I was just passing through. It was like, wow,
I'm sorry, but a joke just popped into my head about that one person sliding down the street on the water, and I just have to get it out. I don't think that person will ever be that wet ever again.
Oh my!
Oh my!
She's never gonna have the same feeling she did once.
No.
Like
I guess it goes into hey, chicka bum bum. It's bow chicka bow wow, Doc. Oh, my mistake. Sorry. Yeah,
worry,
smooth,
Doc,
doctor. And you say you're a ladies' man. You say you're a ladies' man. I am. Don't judge me. Besides, ladies, ladies.
I'm starting to
dig
think
up.
that Dr. Ian is a virgin.
Oh yeah, Doc. I didn't know you were a 800-year-old virgin.
You know what?
Considering you're one yourself, you have shit to say.
You know what? Hey Doc, here's some advice for the modern day. All you have to do is go up to a lady and ask, "Hey, you want some pizza and fuck?" What, you don't like pizza?
Tempting, but I always figured you could just back in my time, you always could just use a spell to get a woman to fall in love with you, and she will gladly take her dress off for you.
I thought back then it was just how long your staff is.
Oh, doctor is getting burned.
Doc, here's some advice for you.
I hate that you insult me.
Here's some advice for you. Go out to Vegas or Reno. Go to the corner of Main Street and wherever. Pull out about a $50 bill. You'll be good to go.
Dumbledore had the other one.
So many innuendos. It's hilarious.
Innuendos. Oh yeah.
Yeah, this is gonna be bad.
Fuck God, you'll try to stop one car. You should be
Geico
worried about the truck.
Geico called. They're raising their insurance premiums right now.
Move the damn car. The truck is sliding.
I ball hard in this mother. I ball hard. I ball hard in this mother. I ball hard.
This person decided to take the easy way to work today.
Yes, I approve of that. Yep. I can admit, I can attest. That's pretty badass.
How do you know work wasn't canceled and he's just going to his mom's house to hang out with mom and have coffee?
Come slide with me, let's
slide away.
What's up? What's happening? Balling out with no basket, and the whole block gonna see me.
And you fail.
Oh gosh, the headshot.
Yeah.
Oh my! Wow.
And this one
sounds like her head's made of steel, isn't it?
And this person was.
I've done that.
This person was testing out for the WWE.
Watch out! Oh, KO! Headbutt! Did you go break through the? Yeah, she broke through the ice.
Hey, vas-y.
I would never do this.
It's been very cooperative today.
Oh!
Here's someplace warm. Fast.
Up as I see this.
Love him.
Go. He's ready to go.
Well, he's just getting carried away right here.
Dog thinks he's going swimming.
Getting swimming lessons.
He's practicing.
Big tornado.
Let's go, boy.
You can barely even see it through all that rain.
Oh no.
We're gonna have to let it go. We gotta let it go. We gotta let it go, guys. Back up. Turn into it.
Oh, whoa! Oh!
Yeah.
That's irrigation thingy that fell over. Wow.
I was wondering when I saw that in the background.
What?
The thing on the farm field, the irrigation.
The irrigation.
Thing. Yeah.
Yeah.
I was wondering if that was going to be a thing, or if we were going to see like a flying animal or something.
Yeah. If you're.
Oh, Drew, Dad, that only happens in the movies.
Not
Dog,
necessarily.
I think a water spout has picked frogs up before. Oh my goodness! You mean God created an actual plague of frogs? Oh my! I'm gonna go look now.
Forgive me for thinking that there's a bear farm somewhere.
We don't talk about that place.
Yeah,
Bears. Where's your bear farm at?
Bears had to leave.
At the corner of fucking you.
and it's owned by Drunk 3PO.
Ah.
R2-T2. Where are you?
Oh. We couldn't be using R to the icky, couldn't we, right now?
Just the mirror and this? Not a scratch.
Hard in this mother.
Baseline.
That's a problem.
Baseline.
Hard in this mother.
Oh shit, guys, I found it.
Oh! Okay, here's the tip, people. Don't ever buy minis.
I just sent you the video I was telling you about the dude ripping a bong in the middle of a storm.
Oh, all right. We'll take a look at that.
In a moment. Let's finish this first.
All right. Oh!
Dude.
Holy shit!
Yeah,
But that's an SUV.
Holy shit!
I think that was a soul.
Holy shit!
Yeah,
I actually wanted that car, but now I'm starting to think
I
why? Why would you do this? You're drinking water in the middle of a howling gale. Well, that water is going to turn to mist. Oh, that's a waste of water.
Politicians.
Wait, what?
Modern day politicians.
Oh, right. I meant no politics. Oh. Wow, this is not this man's day.
It's a dead end! Oh shit! Oh, I hope it don't flood the fucking engine!
It's gonna flood the engine.
There's some that would miraculously survive, but yes, it's gonna flood the engine.
All right, let's take a peek.
As long as it just doesn't get into the oil pan.
Oh, it's gotta log in here. Ah, the strange Facebook Messenger.
Oh no, I sent it through Twitter.
Oh no, never mind.
It's
To hell with you, Facebook. To hell with you, Mr. Robotic Mr. Zuckerberg.
There are multiple names for Twitter here in the underground, as far as I'm concerned. Twitter, Twatter, Titter, and Clown World.
What about Shitter?
Okay.
Yes!
I will mark that down right now.
I mean, you're usually looking at it while you're at the shitter. And it rhymes. Twitter shitter.
Well, I'm usually playing solitaire on my phone when I'm on the shitter, but that's personal information.
Ah, gotcha.
All right, hang on one moment. Let me switch it to Twitter really quickly, so we can share the screen here. Yes.
Wait, you could go on Twitter on the computer?
Yes, it's amazing it's amazing modern technology, Mr. Owenstein. It is truly remarkable. I've learned a lot from Mr. Sparks. Yeah, you're welcome.
Oh yeah, weaponizer rage is a Floridian too, so it works. Ripping walking in the middle of a storm with the music blaring, rocking like a hurricane.
Yeah, and
This
of course,
amazing.
they had to play that song. That's impressive.
I gotta recommend Weaponized Nerd Rage. He's really good. He doesn't do videos and doesn't stream often, but when he does, it's such a fun time.
And walk by the fish yet again.
Yeah. That was probably my favorite one. Was the fish one.
Yeah, the fish one is just it hits hard.
Quite literally.
Well, apparently Xbox Live is down.
Oh no! Well, I'm pretty good. I'm going to be playing single player anyways. Bitches.
Well, we were gonna go live on Twitch in about 45 minutes. Well, if Xbox Live doesn't work, we can't do that because we were gonna do Elder Scrolls Online and talk about the Bethesda Skyrim Anniversary Edition bullshit and the free games for PlayStation Plus and Games with Gold. But now we're not doing that tonight, I guess.
Well, my bad on that night, my rude little bitch.
That's unfortunate. But
yes, I'm just gonna play Skyrim on PC with mods then.
Why not
pay for the some of you are also gamers here. What is actually the best horror game you've played?
Shit. That is loud. Stop it. Oh, What is the best horror game? I guess I haven't really played too much, if any. I mean, Luigi's Mansion is one I've played like every year.
Or at least like has horror elements like ghosts, ghouls, that kind of thing, spooky.
Demons. Shit. You know what? I'm actually the least experienced. Because I never really played the Resident Evil series other than 7 and 8.
Well, tell us why you love Luigi's Mansion.
Just because, it's a fun game. That's really it. And then it's just the atmosphere is great that even the sequels haven't been able to capture. Like it hits the right notes where like even has a creepy moment in the very beginning. As a kid, at least. Actually, it still gives me the heebie-jeebies. It's something you would think of it like a nightmare as a kid, you know? But that would be a marathon on Halloween for me.
Oh yes, everyone look forward to that.
Oh, I'm looking forward to it. Although I'd leave work at 6. Fuck.
Hold on. Let me find the link to your channel so I can plug it.
Oh wait, I've been in the private chat this entire time. I haven't been seeing the chat.
What was that noise? Something outside.
Oh yeah, the PlayStation Plus games actually look good for the first time in 3 years for me.
Yeah, I'm actually really happy that they have like. I'm glad I actually held off on that sale. Now I can get it for free, essentially.
Well, now PlayStation has an advantage with Xbox now going down to only 2 games a month now. Because now PlayStation's giving you 3, Xbox is 2. PlayStation's giving more free games away every month. So, advantage PlayStation, which there's very few that they have anymore.
I know. It's like they keep like in this generation, they're still trying to ride on the waves of the PS4 success. And this happens for like every game company, really.
Which I understand because it was successful and it did a lot of great things to the point where I still I don't have a PS5 because I wasted all my money trying to get a Series X and I wound up with a Series X and a Series S.
There's actually some Series X's at Walmart near me, and I actually want to pick one up, but it's just so pricey.
Well, you paying for good hardware, in my opinion. So it's in my opinion, the current price of the Series X is the top where it's worth it.
Oh yeah, like I plan on selling my Xbox One if I were to get it.
And if you're not in the United States soon, you're going to be paying even more for a PS5 than a Series X. So the more valuable system would be the Series X at that point.
I mean, I have a 5, PS5 anyways. It's just especially with Doom, possibly going exclusive to Xbox. It's like, fuck, I gotta play Doom,
Yeah.
Also, Jed and Killzone are also on the Xboxes.
He has been playing that recently. In fact, you actually will be seeing more of yours truly on Friday Night Biohazard, coming exclusively to Twitch, starting October 7th. See you there, everyone. We're playing Left 4 Dead 2.
But back to the horror games. What about you, Drew and Fel?
I'll let him go first because I have a lengthy explanation.
Gotcha.
Oh my. I think the last horror game I played was probably the original Castlevania. And that's been a while.
That's a really long time.
Yeah.
I mean, I was gonna say the original Alone in the Dark.
Well, yeah, it's been a while. Like I don't know. Like I never really got into Resident Evil, and I never got into any of the other ones. I just never got into them. Like I like watching everybody else playing, but I never got into like playing them. So like the original Castlevania was probably the last one I played. So
at least I know it's not my internet, because I wouldn't be here with you guys if that was the case.
Hey guys, I'll be right back.
All right.
So sorry for the interruption, Phil, but the Xbox Live thing is pissing me off.
No, you're fine. You're fine. I have a PS4, so I no one around here has any PS5s or any of the new Xboxes at all. So it's like if I wanted to get one, I'd have to like order it on Amazon or order it through Walmart Plus or anything like that, and then it's going to take like weeks to get it.
I know that my work, which is Target, just has Series S's on the shelf right now. We don't have any X's at the moment. And usually when we get a PS5, they stay in the stockroom for people to order online only because fuck you, apparently.
Yeah, it's like our GameStops around here doesn't have any. Our Targets around here doesn't have any. Walmart, like nobody around here has them at all. You can't find them to save your life.
Yeah, and the story that I have of trying to get a next gen system, it was during the time right before that we started putting our systems on store shelves for the Xbox systems.
Yeah.
So I finally saw that we had some Series S's in stock at our store, and I was looking at it online and said I almost said the name of my town. I don't want to do that here, but my local Target had a couple. I'm like, I'd rather have a Series X because I prefer physical games anyway.
Yeah.
But at the same time, I also have Game Pass, so I could play a ton of shit on it anyway. So,
right.
And it was like only $2.99. I'm like, fuck it. Just so I can cover next gen games at that point. Then eventually, I wound up going, I still got money to buy another next gen system. Should I even waste my time trying to figure out the PlayStation bullshit? Or just get the Series X, which is sitting right there. Fuck it. And I bought the Series X anyway. So fuck PlayStation financially.
Right, I'm back.
Going forward for me. So that's how I wound up having a Series X and S. Because I got impatient and couldn't wait.
Well, Spox, also since you yourself are technically the co-inhabitant of this body, what have you dabbled into in the horror genre of gaming? Well, I played Until Dawn, and I also played The Quarry, and I've done Let's Plays on both of those live for my We'll Play It Live series. And of course, we already know we're going to be doing Friday Night Biohazard again with you, unfortunately, Doctor, which of course everyone will gladly enjoy with my impressive commentary. Yeah, sure, right.
If only you two could actually split and do like split screen.
Only would that ever be possible. But since we've been talking for a while, though, I think it's about time we wrap things up a little bit.
Now, quickly, my answer to the question.
Oh,
You guys were asking about the horror games. So I don't play many horror games because I generally just don't care for the genre. However, I do once in a while jump into it just to like play content for the channel or cover something that comes out, right? So with that in mind, normally when people ask, what game do you like from a certain genre or whatever, usually my answer is, well, there's what I like playing, and then there's from the certain genre what I feel is the best game. That's not the case here. I don't care for any horror games, so my only answer is, on that note, what's the best horror game in my opinion? And that has come out recently, or period, that at least that I've played, and that was Resident Evil Village.
That was actually a pretty good game.
Yeah, that's what I watched a lot of content creators do that game, and that looks like a really awesome game. So
it's pretty good. It's not very scary, to be honest. I mean, the only thing that's the most unsettling is going down into Dimitrescu's basement.
Well, it's a jump scare game for the most part, from what I've seen. But that's most of the Resident Evil games anyway. So,
and a small part of me did or does casually want to say Until Dawn, but the controls were so clunky that I just cannot put.
Yeah, I can agree. I can agree with you on that because again, it's only two different speeds: walk and only walk slightly faster.
Yeah, and even when you do that, you're still bumping into shit.
Yeah, exactly. Same thing. I think it's somewhat even kind of worse on the
why,
quarry because in Haggard sometimes it's often too dark to see a lot of the things you're looking for.
From a storytelling standpoint, I think that Until Dawn is just a hair better than Resident Evil Village. However, overall, the total package, Resident Evil Village blows Until Dawn away. So,
yes.
Would Friday the 13th count because it's more of an online game?
To a degree, I would say so.
It's exactly the same as like Dead by Daylight, but now they have like tons of different. Heck, I think even Pinhead himself is now in the game.
And then there's also Resident Evil, the game too.
Yeah, and the reason why I'm asking is because I've watched a lot of different content creators play that game and Dead by Daylight and so on, and it's just like. It's not so much it can be classified as a scary game, but then I go back to watching the Friday the 13th movies and the Nightmare on Elm Street and Halloween and so on and so forth, and it's like it captures the spirit of the movies a little bit, but it's like I don't know if it classifies as a scary game or not. So it's like
scary game, no, but from the horror genre, which has been kind of mellowed out in the last X number of years because of games like Friday the 13th and now the game that I just mentioned earlier, and I'm blanking on the fucking name of it.
What's
Evil Dead?
Evil Dead, yeah.
Yeah.
I was about to say, have y'all seen
the Deadites?
Have y'all seen Ash versus the Evil Dead?
Yes.
Oh, it's so good.
And too bad they'll never make anything really good like that ever again.
Oh man!
But I will say games like those ones, like Friday the 13th and Evil Dead, are only fun if you have people to play them with.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Akin to a game from a different genre entirely, Sea of Thieves is the same way for me.
Yeah.
Exactly. But with that being said, I'm glad that everyone who thankfully showed up for this first edition of Talking Cenobites for this month of October.
Also, very creative name, gotta say. Very creative.
I mean, if you do talk about Hellraiser, it'd be much appreciated to talk about it as well. Even though I, myself, and Sparks do not know that much about the franchise.
I've only seen 2 of the movies.
Yes, and that being said, I'm glad that everyone showed up. Now, before we go, let's start plugging some channels, shall we? We'll start with you, Fel.
Hey guys, you can find me at thefell369 on Twitter. I don't have any YouTube channels. I don't have a YouTube channel as of yet. I'm still pondering the idea of starting one. But yeah, you can find me at thefell369 on Twitter. So if you'd like to chat with me, please come on and we'll chat and follow me. And yeah, feel free to follow. So.
And now for you, Drew Dat.
You can find me on YouTube on the YouTube channel of Drew.Underground Gaming, where I repost my Twitch streams from my Twitch channel of the same name after the fact. You can also find me on Drew.Underground, where I talk about politics, entertainment, but mostly politics because entertainment sucks these days at this point in time.
I see.
Politics isn't far behind.
Well,
yeah, that's unfortunate.
well,
we're not talking about politics here.
Truth be told, it's more ton to talk. And I can't believe I'm saying this because I fucking hate politics in the first place. I'd rather be left alone to my games, movies, and whatever else that I want to watch. But seeing as how politics have filtered into fucking everything,
yeah,
sure. We've gone from being Drew.at Entertainment to Drew.at Underground because we got to talk about shit that we got to go underground to talk about.
Yeah.
At that point.
And finally, let's hear from you, Baz.
Yes, Bear64 here. Gonna start doing a Dead Space playthrough tonight.
Excellent.
Oh yeah, that was the one that won the poll because it was, even though it was in a tie, it was the first one to be voted for.
Yeah, I think me and Crash voted on that one.
Yeah.
There it is.
You, Crash, Mars, Jet Strike, and Killzone.
I thought he voted for Twilight Princess, and the other one from whose name is the God of Mars. I thought he voted for Resident Evil 2.
Yes. Yeah, he voted for Resident Evil 2, but in terms of everyone voting.
Yes, and I understand. And I mean, again, right, I even tweeted it out. Yes, unsuccessfully, but unfortunately, Jetspot.
Oh yeah, Drew voted, but not Drew.
Yeah, Channel 66 voted.
Don't blame me for shit that I didn't do.
Yeah, sorry.
But, I'm trying to text my boys saying that we're going to cancel our stream because Xbox Live is fucked up.
But he accidentally voted for Luigi's Mansion, even though I'm going to do that one anyways on Halloween.
So, oxymoron right there. But with that being said, everyone, I'm glad you all showed up, and happy October. Be sure to always floss and always have candy and get the most you can.
Check your candy.
Oh yes, check it for razor blades and any other poisons.
Oh,
But I may or may not slip in there. Be careful.
Oh, no, not for those. For like asparagus or something.
Oh, interesting. But whatever the case, though. Hope you all have a spooky day, everyone, and we will see you all next time. Goodbye.
See ya.
Goodbye, everybody.